picks up. Not sure about the kick, but it'll work. Waterman makes it up. No, he couldn't grab it with one hand. Goes back and gets it. It was there for him. Redden. Marston pokes it wide, and Waterman will get the shot from 50.
It's actually a move they've used pretty well. They used it against the Swans at this very ground where Shannon Hearn, the skipper, started going down that outside lane. They look up on this side of the ground and have speared it across. It was all but a great passage of play, bar the kick was a metre wide.
2 straight last week in the win over the Dogs. Jake Waterman, father-son, as a bargain, really picked 77. From outside the paint, kept it low. Intercept mark in the last couple of minutes. Back inside. Waterman, ugly kick stripped of it. Matt Murray did well again. Waterman keeps it low. Darling went to ground and collared Jasny
yesterday because there's been a number of bounces not come back to hand on this ground. Interestingly enough, the surface looks absolutely brilliant.
A few players thought it was a little hard in round 1 as well. Obviously not hard enough for it to bounce up perfectly like it does at some other grounds. He likes the short. Waterman. Darling and Stewart still inside 50. Goes shorter. Heads wide. Redden. Pressure on the kick. Great hands. Superb hands from Waterman. Told to go. Shuey.
Yeah, they're the fumbles that cost you goals. It's a big year for Cockatoo.
Waterman gets and goes. Takes off on Zach Guthrie. Blasts it long. Ryan Venables, nice release handball to Waterman, who's out in space. Darling to Nat Nui. To Waterman. To the pocket. Too wide. On the full. To Redden. Wobbles it to half forward. A hold against Henry. Will go to Waterman.
Well, pretty inexperienced player, but he's up against an inexperienced player.
Floats it towards the pocket, and Stewart picks it. Sheed, coast to coast to Waterman on the half volley. Then he's dumped by Henry, who thought he'd picked it up.
Well, there was great kicking, Jared, by the Eagles, Jetta and then Hearn, but Geelong's defence at the moment.
He dropped that as he was tackled, and the umpire said that he held him too long after the ball had been dropped. It is tough when the ball gets dropped in your tackle and you're expecting holding the ball free.
That's a fair call, Dwayne. He had possession when the tackle was applied.
She struck it well. Just missed to the near side.
He's had a great start to the game. He had 8 disposals at quarter time. He's had the 5 marks, 12 touches, a shot at goal, 5 score involvements. He's, I mean, the ball's down there, but he's playing well.
22 years of age, not eligible for the now rising star is Waterman, but Henry.
That's what they want to see from
exactly
Cockatoo.
Right.
I mean, they've been patient with him. He's had some injury problems, but for them to challenge again in the last week of the year, they need a number of their younger players.
Worst of all possible results. Ryan inside to Waterman.
It's got Gaff running hard on the other side.
It's got Nat Nui feeding to the square as well. He puts it up. It's a bit too plays onto advantage. Waterman pokes it to Cripps. And a little fumble, and we didn't see many of those from the West Coast players in the first half. The Waterman wide, and Ryan's collected that on the line.
He's having a big game, Jake Waterman.
Waterman outside, wanted to go back inside. He's got the runners, got himself into a problem. Got a handball up just in time, but they wasted it there. Race on, the athlete Henry gets there, and he accidentally turned outside, and the boundary was there, and he is gone. That noise of affirmation from the crowd, absolutely.
Put it in its truest perspective, and that is, it hurt us, but we hurt ourselves in the first half.
It certainly did, Jared. You're right, that first half.